All right, let's check this video out.
I just saw a video of a girl saying that she's not gonna dress slutty this year for Halloween because that is just so disrespectful to her future husband. Oh my god, I could barely finish the fucking video. I was like actually kind of fuming because why are we doing this for a man who doesn't even know you exist? If you don't want to dress provocatively for yourself, that's amazing. You should definitely go to a Halloween party in a fucking Martha Stewart outfit. Like, that's awesome. Or like a nun outfit. That's so good for you, honey. I'm so happy. But if you're doing that for a man who literally does not know you exist and is probably doing far worse, like he is taking everyone to fucking Pound Town on Halloween, except for you. Except for you, girl. And that's okay because you're never gonna find out. So he never needs to find out if you go out dressed as a fucking dominatrix slutty Victoria's Secret angel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, be so for real, please. Our life is so short. Like, just dress like a whore and get over it. It's literally fine. Who cares? I just saw a video.
Just dress like a whore. Nobody cares. This is the thing where, like, again, I don't hate on women. I hold them accountable for the stupid ass shit they say. Where's the respect for yourself? I've said this before, right? Women nowadays, they do not view their body as a temple. So if you don't view your body as a temple, why would men? Okay? If you objectify yourself, because who you dressing slutty for? Yourself? What woman loves dressing out like a bra and panty out in public? What woman loves doing that? Like, seriously, most women I hear, right? Most women I hear love dressing in sweats and a hoodie, right? Comfortable. Most women I've heard, they love to dress down, dress in sweats and a hoodie. That is comfortable. What fucking woman thinks it's, oh, you're dressing for you're being a slut for yourself? What the fuck you mean being a slut for yourself? What the hell is that? No, you are doing that for other males' validation. So really, it's a show of lack of morality, lack of self-respect. So if you objectify yourself, are you surprised that men objectify you? You shouldn't. Right? And the audacity, see, this is the thing, the audacity that women want to be respectful and moral for a man. But that's the thing where you are not just respectful and moral for a man, you are for yourself. That, right? You respect your own body. Because if this is the thing where, because you want your future man to respect you, so you will start respecting yourself by treating yourself with some decorum. But guess what? If you think yourself as a whore, as a slut, you think your man would not view the same way as you? Right? That's the insanity, the absolute insanity of women. If you think yourself as a whore, as a slut, you don't think other men will view you as slut as such? Insane. I mean, that's the thing where, I mean, again, there's some decorum. Just, be like, actually care for yourself. I don't know. Women are just crazy. See, that real rain. See, that's amazing. And this is a thing where have a bit of, we've lost the sense of, just be respectful. Be, I don't know. I think, we are just going overboard.
So I just got home from my first date, and when I was on the date, I was still thinking about my ex situationship, so I'm definitely not over him. And I think I should just take a break from dating because I'm so drained. But at the same time, I'm just wondering, like, what if I can never get over him? What if I'm doomed for life? I know he has already moved on, but like, what if I'm just stuck here, like, forever? Can anyone actually tell me how to get over a situationship fast? I'm willing to try anything. just to get over him. I don't know. So I just got home from a
Here's a showing where women lack self-respect. You have been alpha widowed. Alpha widowed, right? Here's a man that didn't like you enough to actually be in a relationship with you. He puts you in sex category, and you couldn't even get over him. This man literally just view you as sex, as fucking fun time. And now you can't even get over this man. I've said this before. Men need to wake up, right? You see this right here? You don't even need to be in a relationship with her, and she can't even get over you. This shows you if she's attracted to you, she will make it fucking easy for you. You know the men that have to do 5-star restaurants. You have to provide for her. You have to, you have to pay for all the dates. You have to plan an amazing date. You have to buy her gifts. You have to do all this shit for her. It's because she doesn't find you attractive. Okay? Not in the way that she wants you. She may think you're cute. She may not think you're bad looking. She may think you're a nice guy. But that doesn't mean she's actually attracted to you. And that is a problem a lot of men gotta realize. She don't want you. That is why she can disrespect you. That is why she can put such high expectations on you. Because she doesn't care. She doesn't care if she loses you. See, that's the thing where a lot of these men, a lot of good men, right? Good but stupid men don't realize. Okay? You being the nice motherfucking guy, the simp, the beta male provider, you think that's good for her, right? You think you're saving her. You think you're being the white knight. But what you're not realizing is that when you fail at it, when you're not pulling up your end of the bargain, she will fucking leave you on a dime. 70% of divorces are filed by women, right? 70%. And I guarantee you, most of it is because she was never attracted to him. She settled for him. But because he couldn't hold completely at the end of his bargain, right? Or she's tired of him. She's completely bored because she was never attracted to him. She's done. And that's the fucking problem. Real rain, my brother. Yes. Right? She's not yours. It's just your turn. My brother. Thank you. Thank you for the love. But this is the fuck I'm saying. This is the thing where we always say, oh, why do men constantly make these content? Because we have to wake up men. We have to wake up people. One of the things where I said this, where men's content helped me wake up, right? Men's content educated me. Men's content helped me wake up from the matrix, wake up from the fog, where, helped me gain self-respect. Because if I had self-respect, I wouldn't deal with a fucking woman like this, right? You crazy? Dealing with an alpha widowed, right? A woman that's alpha widowed, you will fucking never be good enough, right? You could marry her and she still think about that motherfucker. You could marry her and she still think about the man that didn't even give her a relationship. You think about this. Why do you think the Kendra G shit, right? She didn't ask the guy who she gave kids to, her youth to, her body to marry her. Because she wanted him. She was attracted to him. But you who is, who has to provide for her, who has to make 6 figures, who has to be a good guy, who has to be a faithful man, who can't be a cheater, can't be a liar, who has to marry her? Why does she put all that expectation on you? Because you are someone she doesn't fucking want. If she didn't have kids, she wouldn't fucking want you. If she wasn't past the wall, she wouldn't have fucking want you. She is settling for you. That's the fucking thing. Okay? And when women settle for you, she doesn't need a reason to leave you, right? If she's bored with you, if there's another man flirting with her, she will leave you. She just needs any reason to leave you. That's the fucking thing we don't realize. Because we'll see, right?
Get off!
You want to see?
Get off!
You want to see?
Stop, Brandon!
No, I'm fucking done.
Get off of me! No. Get off! Get off! Get off!
No, you want to see?
Get off!
This is the thing, right? Women constantly get with the liars, the cheaters, the abusers, right? The players, the bad boys, the Chads, the Tyrones. Not with the nice guy. Not with the morally sound man, right? They constantly get with the shittiest men on the planet. They constantly get with the shittiest men on the planet. Maybe top tier good looking, right? Maybe top tier good looking. But again, they are shitty men. Right? This is the thing where what we're dealing with. So now that she has been tainted, have been ruined, have been traumatized by shitty men, okay? Now that she's been ruined by shitty men, she will now have higher expectations for the next man who is possibly a better man, right? See, a stepfather has to come in. A stepfather. Because you can see that the difference, right? Not necessarily the same type of guy. Yeah, I mean, but this is the thing where it's usually the nice looking women that still go with the shitty ass men. And that's the thing what I'm talking about, where if women understood to pick better at the beginning, they didn't have to go through that shit, right? I said this before. I think all women or majority of women have access to good men. Majority of women have access to good men, but yet women constantly pick the shittiest of shitty men. Women constantly pick the shittiest of shitty men. And then you wonder why, right? You wonder why fathers, right, in the past pick your husband, right? You wonder why fathers in the past pick your husband, or at least the men in your family had a say in who you pick. And that's the thing. If 1/3 of the women understood normal men. Exactly. Definitely they would. Definitely they would. So, and that's the thing what I'm talking about, right? Women have to understand that they need to, stop going for superficial shit. Okay? Really pick a man on who he is. This is why I've said this. It's not me hating on women. Okay? Is that I wish women better. I wish women would do better. So, because you don't understand, you gain that trauma, you gain that hurt, you gain those that mindset that really hurts you. And I don't wish that on women. I don't wish that on women. So that's my thing where I want women to do better. I want women to, not suffer through it. Right? And, pick better men. I don't believe I'm trying to hate, right? I want women to be. This is the thing where, in my opinion, the nice guys, right, should never finish last, right? Why isn't the saying the nice guys finish last? Why isn't the saying that the abusers, the players, the bad boys, right? Why isn't the liars finishing last? Why? Why are those men the first types of men women pick? Why? Right? I never could understand that. I could never understand that. Why are those men the first men that women pick? Why are those men, right, the ones that alpha widow women? Why? I can never understand that shit. I can never understand that shit. I mean, it could be hypergamy, but here's another one, right? Here's a funny one, an interesting one.
What I really wish is that for you men to be honest with women from the beginning. I've been battling this for years, crying for years, because I went from a virgin at almost 30 years old to a single mother. What I really wish is that for you men to be honest with women from the beginning. I've been battling this for years, crying for years, because I went from a virgin at almost 30 years old to a single mother. And it hurts me because I've been silent for too long. And all I hear people say is they disrespect women and mothers all the time. But they don't never talk about how men lie and deceive women. And they don't even want to be with them. I wish I would just be honest with women before the trauma begins. So I went from a virgin to almost 30 years old to a single mom, to be in trauma, to be in survival mode. That's what's obsessed me the most. Like, I was a good girl my whole life, loyal to people that deceive me the most. And that's what messes me up the most. Like, I didn't even have a choice whether or not to be in survival mode. But you men don't care, you just move on to the next. You don't care who you put in survival mode. And y'all not trying to elevate at all. You're not trying to be with any woman. You're not trying to be with the woman that you really want to be with. Because you play games. You all play games for generations to come. What I really wish.
Artie, what's up, my brother? What's up? All right. So what a heartbroken man will take 5 years to heal. I definitely get. And you know what? You said to build a community. This is what I'm trying to build, right? This channel, these 2 channels, I'm trying to build a community. That's my thing, right? So what do I think? What do I think about this? I think she's stupid. Right? Just another stupid woman. I'm sorry. Yeah. Maybe it sounds like I'm hating on women, but I'm not. I'm being critical. I'm being critical to women, right? I'm being critical. It's not being hateful, because right here, she's acting stupid. She's showing her stupidity, and I'm not being critical. I mean, I'm not being hateful. I'm being critical, because here's the shit we're talking about. Gullible idiot, no fucking wisdom. You're 30. You're not 20. You are 30. You are a full-grown woman past the fucking, mental lobe of fucking brain shit, right? You are stupid. Let's break this shit down. Let's break this stupidity down, right?
Is that for you men to be honest with women from the beginning.
For you men, this is how you're stupid. You fuck one man, the man you chose, right? And then you say men. That's how stupid you are. I'm sorry. That shows your stupidity. You are a virgin. You haven't dealt with men. You are a virgin. You haven't dealt with men. You dealt with one man. So, bitch, learn numbers. You only dealt with one man. So do not complain about men. You don't know what it's like. And that's the stupidity of women, right? This is the stupidity of women. And I'm not saying that, women need to fucking lose their virginity as quick as possible. No, right? Your body is the most precious thing you can give a man. Treat it as such. Only give it to the right man. That's the fucking, I'm going to say it on this thing. I'm not hating on women. I'm promoting women. Give that shit to the fucking right man. Don't just give it to any Tom, Dick, and Harry out there. So no, you are stupid. You saved it for 30 years and you gave it to a most stupid ass man. So fucking you are stupid. Right? That's the problem. Big bars. Exactly. Learn fucking volume. I can't turn her up, right? I don't know why. I mean, her volume is low. That's why that's why I'm trying to be quiet when I play her video. She has a low fucking video. Let me see if I can boost it. I can't really boost it, but I will repeat what she says, right? I will repeat what she says.
I've been battling this for years, crying for years, because I went from a virgin at almost 30 years old to a single mother. And it hurts me because
You went from you're 30 to a single mother, a 30-year-old virgin to a single mother. You know why you're so stupid? Why couldn't you just still wait for marriage? I've said this before, right? I've said this before. Marriage does not benefit a man. Marriage does not benefit a man. But that's my advice to men. Don't get married. Right? If you're not going to have kids, right? For men, if you're not going to have kids, don't marry a fucking girl. Don't marry her. It doesn't benefit you. But for women, this is my advice to women. Fucking marry. If he wouldn't even marry you, you think it's a good idea to give him a fucking kid? You think that will make him stay? If he doesn't even want to marry you, you think he'd commit to you with kids? If he doesn't even want to be in a relationship with you, why the fuck would you give him your body? You're 30. You're not 20. And that's the stupidity. I'm sorry. That is the stupidity of women. How can you blame a player for playing? How can you blame a player for playing? You blame yourself, right? For not holding up to your standards. You're 30. You saved it until you're 30. Women are inundated with options every day of their life. I guarantee you she has rejected plenty of men. This stupid ass bitch has rejected plenty of men. Plenty. So at 30, right, you decide to stop rejecting a man, right? You decide to stop rejecting a man and give him your body right away and let him fucking shoot up the club. You're 30. Why did you not use condom, pull out, plan B, a birth control of fucking many kinds? You're not 20. You are 30. How stupid are you? That's the thing where then you blame men, right? You blame men for your stupidity. That's the thing where I'm not hating on her. I'm calling out her stupidity. Because I'm sorry, you're 30. You should be smarter than this. You are 30. You should be smarter than this. Particularly, right, in a situation that you kept it that way. She most likely, right, at 18, right, when you are sexually free or whatever, you're an adult. Essentially, 12 years, right? 12 years. 12 years you kept it in your pants. At least, adulthood. I'm going to count that, right? So 12 years you rejected men. You rejected men's advances. 12 years you said no to men. So at 30, the one man you didn't say no to, you didn't most likely require a relationship with, because I guarantee you, she's not in a relationship with this man, right? You let him shoot the club up. You didn't have a condom on. You didn't tell them pull out. You didn't take plan B. You didn't have all these birth control methods. And now you're a stupid single mother. Now you're adding to fucking black statistics. Great. Great stupid job you just did. Now you're adding to the single mother epidemic that we are facing. You are fucking stupid. You are utter stupid. What's the point of your brain? What's the point? Right? What's the point of your degree? What's the point of a woman's degree when she can't even fucking not, oh, you know what? Let me not having kids with men that don't commit to me. What's the point of your degree if you can't even understand simple shit like that?
I've been silent for too long. And all I hear people say is they disrespect women and mothers all the time. But they don't never talk about how men lie and deceive women.
Why are you falling for it? She's saying, okay, she's saying people ridicule women, single mothers all the time. Well, bitch, you chose to do it. You chose to become a single mom. You chose to become a single mom. Why didn't you not marry before you carry? I'm sorry, if you saved your virginity until you're 30, why didn't you wait until marriage? Seriously, if you wanted to give your virginity up, you should have done it in your 20s. Your 30s? Fucking stupid.
And they don't even want to be.
Oh, and to say that, oh, you know, why don't we talk about the liars and cheaters? Are you kidding me? Why? Because here's the thing. You chose him. You didn't vet him properly. You didn't vet him properly. If women don't hold the men they are attracted to, right, by said standards, why should men hold all these men accountable? Why should these men hold these other men to certain moral standards? Women don't even hold these men to certain moral standards.
With them. I wish y'all would just be honest with women before the trauma begins. So I went from a virgin to almost 30 years old to a single mom to be in trauma, to be in survival mode. That's what's obsessed me the most. Like, I was a good girl.
Here's my thing, right? If she wasn't a virgin, I'll say she's not as stupid. If she was a virgin, I'll say she's extremely stupid. So I'll give her credit where credit is due. If she isn't a virgin, well, she makes so many mistakes. I'm no surprise. If you are a virgin, okay, you were so strict with your virginity. It's precious to you, right? You didn't give it to just any Tom, Dick, and Harry out there. All right? And then you gave it up to a fool like that, then you are extremely stupid. Right? You are extremely stupid. Extremely wasteful. Why did you not give it to a man that would commit to you, marry you? Now, women that honestly, at 30, they've had plenty of sexual partners. They were stupid a long time ago, right? They were stupid a long time ago. I mean, definitely she got played. But here's my thing, okay? At 30, you need to be able to understand red flags. You do. I've learned this, right? At the end of the day, I hold some accountability, right? So I'm not blaming women for the shit what happens to me. My brother, thank you for the love. How many 30-year-old female virgins do you know? I don't know any, right? I admit that. I don't know any. Now, do I think it's impossible? No. I don't think it's impossible. So, I don't think it's impossible. But you know what? Could be. She's religious. Now, if she's religious, God, she's more stupid. If she is religious, she is even more stupid. Because, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? You literally what? I mean, if she's religious, right? I'm going on the basis if she's religious, it makes even more sense why she's a virgin at her 30s. But then it makes her even more stupid. Are you kidding me? Right? I mean, is it impossible? Improbable, most likely, right? Improbable, most likely. But I'm saying that, like, if she's religious, it shows how even more stupid she is. If you're religious, you're a virgin, why do you not require marriage? That just shows you how stupid you are. Right? It just shows you the next level of stupidity.
My whole life loyal to people that deceive me the most. And that's what messes me up the most. Like, I didn't even have a choice whether or not to be in survival mode.
You don't have a choice. You had a fucking choice. One, you had the choice of choosing the man. You had a choice to having sex. You had the choice, condom, many forms of birth control, many form of preventative measures, right? So throughout the whole process, you had a choice. You had a choice throughout the whole process. Stop blaming others for your stupidity. Stop blaming others for your stupidity. I will never, never come online and say that, you know what? I blame my ex for how my life turned out. No, I blame myself. I 100% blame myself. And I promote this with my viewers, right? At the end of the day, us blaming women, right, for our outcome does what for us? It doesn't help us. It doesn't improve us. It doesn't make us better. If we can do self-reflection and, you know what, view the mistakes we made, it helps us. It helps us improve, right? It helps us learn what's wrong, right? What did we do wrong? Yes, she had a lot of choices, right? So at the end of the day, self-reflection, self-accountability, right? Be better. Don't be like women. Right? Don't be like women like this, who at 30 doesn't even understand accountability.
But you men don't care. You just move on to the next. You don't care who you put in survival mode.
Exactly. I chose to ignore it. I've been there and done that, right? My ex was, a raging bitch, and I chose to ignore a lot of red flags, and I blame myself. And for the audacity to say, keep on saying men. Are you stupid? You dealt with one man. How many men have you dealt with?
And y'all not trying to elevate at all. You're not trying to be with any woman.
Then why choose him? Sism. What's up, my brother? What's up? Exactly. Self-accountability.
You're not trying to be with the woman that you really want to be with. Because you play games. You all play games for generations to come. What I really wish is that...
That's the stupidity of a lot of women.
30-year-old virgin to single mother is crazy as hell. Like, the timeline is crazy as hell, I know. But to wait your entire 20s and get to your 30s and decide to finally give it up, and the first man you give it up to turns you into a single mother, a baby mama who says she is in survival mode. Nah, that's crazy. How does something like that even happen? I need more details. I need more context, but I'm sure it's coming. All right, so this black woman looked traumatized, y'all. She got a blank stare, staring at the screen, mug on her face, bun to the back, looking tired, wore out, stressed out, and just at her wit's end. But this is why I say there's no glory in being a good girl. Like, waiting all that time to turn around and ultimately...
That is stupid. Right? No glory of being a good girl. What does that have to fucking do when you choose a fucking bad man? I swear to God, this is what make... I'm going to preface this. I don't hate women. But this right here, this fucking kind of thinking is what make you bitches. Right? What does it matter if you're a good girl, but yet you choose bad men? What does it matter? Right? I said this before, right? Most women, if you can't name a red flag, well, the one red flag you can name is you choose fucking bad men. What? I swear to God, are women's brains like pea brains? Right? Are women's brains small? It doesn't matter if you're a good girl when you choose fucking bad men. That is the insanity. Okay? That is the insanity. It doesn't matter how great of a woman you are. It doesn't. If you are attracted to and you attract and you choose bad men, well, fucking who cares? Who cares if you're such a good girl? Who cares if you're such an amazing girl? You're still as stupid as every other girl, right? You're still stupid as every other girl. You're so good, but you couldn't recognize red flags. You're so good, you couldn't recognize toxicity. You're so good, you didn't require a relationship, require a marriage before giving your body to a man, before giving a child to a man. I'm sorry. Whether you're a good girl or not, you're definitely a stupid one. Right? Whether you're a good girl or not, you are definitely a stupid one when you don't require a relationship, when you don't require marriage, when you don't require personality, morality, right? Proving himself trustful, proving himself a good man, and then you give your body and a baby to. So, no, who gives a shit? You're a good girl because you're a stupid one.
Get played to the
Naivete, exactly. When you're a good girl but you're naive, who gives a shit then?
left. This is why a lot of so-called good girls have a high level of trauma. When you're a no good, lying, narcissistic, downright bad girl, 304 or whatever, like those women, they mental health be a little bit better. I know you're probably like, how, what, where, like they mental health when it comes to men. I'm going to be specific. When it comes to dealing with the opposite sex, they already know a lot about how these men are going to operate. They've seen the dark sides of men. They've moved through enough men to know how 80% of them are going to pretty much act the same.
80%? So you see, this is the insanity of it. This is the insanity. This is a result, right, of self-traumatizing. This right here, okay? Women that choose time and time again shitty men, right? Women that choose time and time shitty men now think that most 80% of men are shitty. 80% of men are shitty. Really? Fucking ridiculous. Absolute. This is why I create my shit. This is why I create my videos, right? Because here's the insanity, right? By dating statistics alone, most women find most men unattractive. Women are going for the top 20% of men. So this is the insanity of women, okay? Women are only attracted to the top 20% of men, right? Top tier men. So they don't view other fucking men. Other men are invisible to her. So because she only dates a select few men, but because the select few men, a lot of them are shitty men, she's going to think all these men represents all the men down below, right? All these men represent all the men down below. That's the insanity of women. Right? Men are a monolith. Men are a monolith. That is the insanity. Okay? And that's most women. Most women, right, don't find most men attractive. So if most women don't find most men attractive, guess what? She's not dealing with most men. Most women are not dealing with most men. Shit. You know, there's been a new study that single men are a growing demographic, right? Men that haven't been in a relationship in a long ass time, right? Men that haven't been in a relationship in a long ass time, that is a demographic that is growing. So women are not dealing with most men. Women are dealing with a select few men, and then they think that that's all men or the majority of men. They think that's the majority of men they're dealing with, and that's not. That is fucking not true.
Like there's a small percentage of men that are actually going to be exceptional good men, and they don't come that often, and only so many women get those men. And so for everybody else, you're either going to consistently get played and let it drag you to the bottom and have you feeling like how she feel, overwhelmed, played, disgusted, like she just cannot handle what is obviously happening to her. And even though she wants to feel so special and so unique, that story has happened to so many women out here. And they still have to pick that shit up and keep it moving and take care of their child. I know she's feeling down and out right now, and so many people want to feel sorry for her. But really, it's time for her to go ahead and just accept the reality of what has happened with this man and get herself together, get her shit together, get her bag together, and take care of her child and just move on. Because there's more men out here, boo. More men. 30.
that's the trauma, right? The results of trauma of women. Okay. To think that there's few good men out there. Absolutely ridiculous. In my opinion, right? In my opinion, I think there's more good men than bad men. The sad part is that more good men because they focus on who they are inside. Because let's be honest, right? Most women find most men unattractive. So most men do not fall under the attractiveness umbrella that women have. It is what it is. I'm not complaining about it. I mean, I know I'm not the most attractive man. I know I'm very average. I'm very basic. But most men are like that. Most men are very basic. Most men are very average. But that doesn't change that they're good men. But because they're not your stereotypical, conventionally attractive man, women don't see those men. Do you know? I mean, I'm not saying I'm anyone special, right? I'm not saying I'm a great man or good man or anything. But for me alone, and I bet you a lot of other men feel it, we get zero matches. Zero matches, or very few matches on dating apps, right? Very few matches on dating apps. And the matches we do get, women will ignore us or don't put no effort in. So imagine that. Most men experience practically zero in the dating market, right? Their experience or their luck in the dating market is almost zero. Most men, in my opinion. So if most men are not getting dates, matches, or any opportunities whatsoever, that's why I believe most men are not getting any opportunity. So how do women even know what most men are like? They don't. They know what the players are like. They know what the bad boys are like. They know what the players are like, right? They know what the Chads and Tyrones are like. Because these men, they go after these women. These men are attractive to women, right? Women find these men attractive. And that's the thing. Women deal with these men, so they only see that these men as the representation of all men, which is fucking not true, right? Not true at all. But another craziness.